Howdy, folks, and here it is once again, Dr. Jeff Camarda, and it is Tuesday, May 19th, and another disappointing day on the U.S. stock markets. We had a bit of a plunge, Dow down about 400 points, and the ostensible reason, the rationalization from the pundits is that Moderna's news of a vaccine, an effective vaccine, was a little bit distorted. There's not, the evidence. Anyway, there's certainly the hope of vaccine is there, but they're a long way from having a prudent therapy. And there's also some noise about potential insider trading, that maybe Moderna released this news and some insiders sold their stock on the big pop. So I'm sure there's a lot more to that story that'll be developing. And certainly Fed Chairman Powell's testimony before the Senate today colored the news. But, we still seem to be bouncing off of this resistance level where the market's kind of been stuck for a while. And there's no telling really which way it's going to go. The economic news continues to be horrendous. I think it's going to go down significantly, but the market doesn't listen to me. It does what it's going to do. So in any event, I wanted to give you some updates on some board decisions. We had another board meeting today. The first is that those of you in the offshore portfolio, which has gone largely to cash, along with the other particularly more aggressive AIMS portfolios, is going to be consolidated into our capital appreciation portfolio, which is going to have the major equity exposure in U.S. stocks, not the U.S. stocks or so-called foreign stocks. We just think that's a better place to be to hunker down, at least for the next year or two. And that'll happen automatically. Ashley, our compliance officer, should be sending out a formal notice of that, but just be advised. And if you have a question or comment or you want to make some adjustment, let your personal wealth advisor know so we can accommodate that. But I think you're better off there. It's what I'm doing with my family's money. Kim and I are doing with our family's money. The second thing is we've come up with our plan for how we will deploy some of this cash hoard that we developed over the past month and a half or so. And that's to, if we see the market break through resistance, and I don't expect it to, but again, it doesn't listen to me. If it does, it does. If it breaks through the 200-day moving average, that we will, absent some major news like, a confirmed vaccine and the world's going back to work next week, absent that, we'll look to probably deploy about a third of the cash into our new AIMS models, which I've described in the past videos, but are more focused on industries and sectors and tranches of the market that we expect to do relatively better in the new COVID economy. Or if the market breaks a support level, which is about 2780 or so on the S&P, if it goes down, right? So the technical analysis goes up, bounces off resistance. If it punches through resistance, that's, a sign of a strong uptrend, and the support is it bounced down. If it plunges through the support level, that's an indication of a downtrend. And if that happens, we'll look to deploy probably not as much, maybe 25%, and just depending, and we'll look to plumb the bottom a little bit. If it breaks through resistance, we'll deploy relatively quickly. If it breaks through support, we'll kind of wait and see where we think it's going before putting some cash in. I think that's pretty much it on the deployment front. We'll be making some trades in Caesar, maybe trimming back some of the stocks that we held on to that we think that cash should be better deployed elsewhere. And then we've come up with a punch list of the stocks that we will deploy Caesar into when these technical indicators indicate that we think that's best. And that's enough for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have questions or concerns, I am available to you. Please email me. That's the most efficient way to get directly to me, especially in this work at home. We're all working very hard, but we're not in the same room together at all. So it's more efficient to email me. And that my email address, of course, is J, just the letter J, as in Juliet, at Camarda, C-A-M, Charlie Alpha Mike, Alpha Romeo Delta Alpha, ARDA.com. That's J at CAMARDA.com. I'm glad I was able to get through that part of the alphabet this evening at my advancing age. Thank you so much. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.